Okay, hello, hello. First time back on stream in a while. Had to get some life sorted out. We're not going to go into it in any detail. We're just going to jump right into a survival game of Subnautica Below Zero. This is early access. We don't have most of the story yet. So, patience is required. One interesting choice that the developers made this time around that I expect them to get some crap for, honestly, is the main character, the player character, is a woman of color this time around instead of a white guy. And I can already hear rumblings from the certain parts of the internet about how terrible that is and how it's all for the diversity and bad stuff, apparently. Hello, Dakari. It's like, oh god, I don't know how to function if I have to play something that's not me. Well, guess what? That's most people. Alright, so it looks like it starts off pretty sedate. Look at the fishies. Look at the fishies. Those are all from the original area. Yeah, there's nothing new in there. Bladderfish, couple of peepers, and eye. I forget what those are. Hookfish? Hoopfish? Eh. All familiar stuff. Wait. What is that? I don't know what that thing is, but it's kind of adorable. Alright.
We are different, but we go together.
All text and voice work is work in progress and not representative of final quality. Interesting. So, looks like we are likely Robin Goodall, a 37-year-old xenolinguist born to a single mother who was homeschooled and ended up loving interacting with alien things. Psychic assessment motivated by work. Okay. We already have access to some blueprints this time. Really? Well, we've got air pumps and the environment suit, scanner, repair tool. Those are expected. Aquarium, fabricator. Well, we can build the habitat builder, solar panels, mobile vehicle bay, and a sea glide. Sea glide's always useful. Vesper Station, semi-permanent orbital installation designed to provide a sustainable environment for research personnel stationed far from Federation space. This is the fun part of Subnautica for me, is exploring the world and the society that's been created. So, looks like our primary purpose here is generating potential commercial options. Hello, Darkwing. Twerking for fishies. Nice. Robin Goodall. Application interview. Who hasn't applied? Why this assignment? Hello, Pythor. Unreasonable warmth? You know, it's not unreasonably warm here. Well, I mean, I guess I'm just adapting to the new normal of how warm it is in my part of the world. So, like, it's 11 here, which is, yeah, that is kind of warm for February, isn't it? Sorry. 11 degrees C. Isn't, wait, no. Is that 11 degrees freedom units? I can't tell anymore. It's not putting a... stupid website. Anyway, it's warm. Alright, we're not going to read through all of this right now. It looks like Robin is who we are, is an oddball. There she is. And a bit of a... Okay, that's an interesting oversight. The new character model does not fit gracefully through doors. Yeah, it's not 11. It must be 11 Fahrenheit. I don't know why. It's... My website of choice was... No, it is 11 degrees C. Actually, 14 in the at the center of our measurement station. 57 Fahrenheit. Okay, yeah, that's pretty darn warm for Albany, isn't it? Oh, what do we got here? I bet all of these are temporary as well. Information leading to the activation of alien technologies is awarded with automatic rights buyout and a $10,000 credit. A 10,000 credit bonus. Research of cultural or historical value is not included in the bonus scheme. Buyout still applies. Well, that's lame. Finn, thanks for the resub. Coffee? Coffee. Give coffee. I want the coffee. Oh well. No coffee for me. Oh, water doesn't seem to be functioning. No, I really don't. Honestly. I am a bit of a hermit. With good reason, but... Okay, so apparently, Robin Goodall's sister is on the station and is providing support. Welcome to your new home on Wait a second. Is it snowing? Whoa, there's actual, like, weather in the game. That's new and exciting. And we're above ground to start. Okay, that's adorable. This placeholder art. Cargo rocket stocking. Pew, pew, pew. Ah, fantastic. I'm looking forward to watching this develop over time. Another aquarium. Quite the science center here. Bioreactor. Bunch of doodads that basically are placeholder cosmetic things, as far as I'm aware. Thanks, Finn. Back on top of the list, huh? Gotta love dem bits. Every one of dem bits helps a bit. 2 subs and 100 bits. I can buy myself a Wargroove. Task list. Harvest edibles from grow beds and plant new seeds. To do. Translate symbols on alien artifacts 7 and 10. In progress. Okay. Cute. Force field mechanisms at Research Site 0. That sounds exciting. Varnish prawn suits. To do. Repair weather station. That seems important. Perform monthly patrol of remote installations. That also seems important. Test whether penguin flock are comfortable enough to swim with humans. Of course that got highest priority. That is the appropriate reaction, Darkwing. Oh, cool. Look, there's the station. It's definitely a low orbit station. The amount of energy expenditure to keep it up there must be massive. Alright, well, let's go get to work on this list, right? It's kind of cold out, but that's why we've got our, what is it? All environment protection suit. Hermetically sealed personal environment designed to withstand the most extreme conditions in the known universe. Work in it, eat in it, sleep in it, do anything you like in it, it's got you covered. The Altera AEP suit. A single solution for a universe of infinite danger. Oh, look, prawns. Can I drive one? Wow.
Station 0, this is Vesper. Come in.
Hello.
We lost contact with Jeffries up at the research site.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Understood?
You know, the formal bit's cute, but we've shared a room. Would it kill your career to act like we'd met before?
Robin, you know these conversations are monitored.
I don't care who knows it's cute. I've been here 2 weeks, we've hardly spoken.
Because you went straight to the planet. Find Jeffries, chat later.
Yes, Mom.
Okay, that's brilliant. They are, like, English women of color twins are the protagonists and deuteragonists. Sam Goodall. Ooh, is that lightning? I swear I saw some lightning just now. The weather system is new and exciting. It didn't exist in the original Subnautica. Yep, that was definitely lightning. Cool. Independent Planetary Research Colony, blah, blah. Advanced Management and Negotiation Training. Interesting. I swear everybody's an independent contractor. Strong reward-based motivation, well integrated with Altera corporate structure. So we've got the straight-laced twin up on the station, who is the support staff, and then the oddball, crunchy hippie twin. Okay, so climb just puts you to the top. Interesting. Poof. Alright, well, if we've only got one place we can go from here, and it's up. Oh, that looks like, tech. Hello, Fipple. I am well, how are you? When plants have eyes. Guess it helps them collect the limited sunlight? Really, it just helps them be super, ultra creepy and alien and let you know that you are not in Kansas anymore. What was that noise? Oh well. Can't possibly be a problem, right? Hello, research station. Whoa, check out that ice. Cool. It's a movie reference, Darkwing. Wizard of Oz? Please tell me you've heard of the Wizard of Oz. I can't possibly be that old. Okay, good. Like, has Wizard of Oz actually dropped out of cultural consciousness? Huh. Alright, well, here's our research station. No Jeffries, though. Wonder if he went inside. Oh, look. Huh?
How'd you know my name? I come in peace. Sam, the building just powered up. It spoke to me.
Are you safe? It's never done that before.
I'm fine. No sign of Jeffries.
Interesting.
An electrical storm on the sensors.
Oh, good.
It's already here.
That cabin isn't stable. I want you to get back to...
Sam? Damn it!
Alien Research Site 0. During their occupation of 4546b, the mysterious race of space-peering aliens we refer to as the Almanac selected a number of sites around the planet at which to build their vast facilities. While the focus of their mission to save their kind from the bacterium was the Emperor specimen contained at the primary containment facility, their other installations served a variety of precautionary and support roles. Oh, little belated, but major spoilers for the plot of the original Subnautica in this game. Okay. Zero Sector contains a number of now familiar alien sanctuaries. The alien facility in close proximity to the main research station remains one of the few whose purpose we have yet to discover. That can't possibly be a good thing. Frozen beneath the ice hundreds of years ago, the facility lays dormant to this day, progressed only through the first force field, getting access to the amphitheater chamber where a combination lock of a type we don't understand prevents further exploration. Whatever is inside is protected more thoroughly than anything we have yet encountered. Which is weird because we've already Like, apparently we've been in there and now it's broke down. Interesting. Anyway, let's get back to the base where we can be safe from that electrical storm, right? Or check over here for Jeffries. Nope, no sign of Jeffries anywhere. Check. Yes, this is a direct sequel of Subnautica, which happens after the finale of the first game. This is a year later, and there is now a research team on the planet. Probably more than one. Whoa! Alright, your jump scare worked. It's a lot of electricity. Yeesh. Hair-raising experience, that. Alright. Well, that makes this likely a one-way trip. We'll need to grab the prawn suit and bring it back to get things fixed up. Zorch, zorch, zorch. Uh-oh. This isn't where we came from. We're being sent a different way from where the base is. Well, hopefully we can find our way back home from here. We're gonna have to go in the water, aren't we? That's just ice. Some very cracked ice. We'll be fine. At least we're not the highest point pretty much ever. So, still, this is a little dangerous. I was hoping to find at least one Jeffries. Alright, well, station seems unaffected. That's good. Oh, good. We're home. What the crap? Sudden intense glaciation? That's bad. Oh. Okay. So it looks like the main base was destroyed just now.
Is no longer safe, and your PDA has rebooted in emergency mode. Be advised, high wind speeds will cause lethal exposure in 4 minutes.
Okay then. High winds can result in rapid onset of hypothermia, even with our suits. We're going to need a cold suit. We don't even know if that's in the game yet. You have survived the emergency evacuation of a station equipped with Altera technology, and your PDA has rebooted in emergency mode. This operating system will help you to continue to survive by monitoring your temperature and vital signs and assigning and issuing advice. I wonder if that's our temperature. So there's a new meter to pay attention to. Hooray! Hello, Hydanolith. Survival checklist. Retreat to a safe environment. Administer first aid if required. Broadcast distress signal. Retrieve emergency supplies if available. Survey the environment for threats and resources. Find or construct a reliable habitat. Construct necessary survival equipment using the habitat's fabricator. Locate other survivors using line of sight or the radio. Maintain physical and psychological health until rescue. Your personnel and work files have been encrypted and may be retrieved at a later date by a licensed engineer. Fantastic. Alright, well, we knew this was coming at some point, because Subnautica is at its core a survival game. Ah, good, there is a cave we can go through. Can I salvage anything from this? No. Alright, deep breath, and down we go. Whew. So we've got health, food, water, O2. We don't seem to have a temperature gauge, but the oxygen seems to last quite a bit longer than it did at the beginning of the last game. That's a minor improvement. Whoa, what are you? Oh, sweet. That is cooler than the coral. I like that more than the brain coral. This is probably the hole that we drilled to go swimming with the pengals. Alright, that's where we came from, and that's where we're going. At least the windstorm stopped, right? It's raining now. Alright, we need to reestablish contact with the base, don't we? I don't see anything artificial. Except that progenitor, or almanac, I guess they're calling it, facility over there. Start collecting our first bits of resources, and maybe we can build ourselves a radio.
New creature discovered.
Fantastic. We have bladderfish.
New creature
And
discovered.
hoopfish. Bladderfish were the secret to early game water in the last game.
I copy. I'm out in open water.
Stay where you are. I'm sending a rescue shuttle.
No, I'm okay. I just need shelter.
Fine, I'm sending a temporary habitat instead. Look up.
Thank you, Sam.
Call me when you get there.
Oof. A little hard to get out of the water. More titanium. Ooh, what's this? Grav trap fragment. Well, we don't even have a scanner yet, so there will be no fragment scan. What? Yeah. Be right there. Cool. Check out that, like, snake coral. That's interesting. Wow, that's minimal living here.
Acquired.
Sam, I'm at the habitat. Any word on Jeffries?
Nothing yet.
And the facility? It said my name. I need to know why.
I don't think it was a kraken.
Make something to eat. Get equipped. I'll have answers by then.
Will do.
Okay, so we have access to O2 tanks, fins, first aid kits, the scanner. We'll need to make a battery for that. Air bladders, survival knives. Air bladder was super useful early game. Waterproof lockers. Yep, we can still filter some water with bladderfish. We can cook up the hoopfish. We can preserve either. We need creepvine to make the fiber mesh. So we're going to need ribbon plant and copper to make the batteries now. We're going to need to get ourselves more titanium first. So we can make, actually we need silicone rubber to make the survival knife. And we need creepvine, so we need to go find some creepvine. First things first. Tab for inventory. Ooh, feels like I have more room than I'm used to. We're gonna need more fish, more foods, more food fish. You're a food fish. Come here, food fish.
New creature discovered.
Ha ha ha. And there's some creepvine. Convenient. Any seed clusters? There's one with some that might have some seed clusters. You need the thicker bits of... What are you? Creepy. That's what you are. You need the thicker pieces of kelp to get the seed clusters. Ooh, that looks like a volcano. There we go.
New blueprint acquired.
Excellent. You mean the swimming underwater portion? And the fact that it's basically a survival horror game? Yeah. Yeah, there are things in the water that are many times your size and believe that you are delicious. I wouldn't even say it's mostly jump scares. Like, there's the whole existential dread that gets a lot of people of just there being an infinite amount of down. Really, there being too much down is probably the biggest horror portion of the game. Cold resistance for 60 seconds. Interesting. Alright, well, let's cook up this fish that we got. And then we can go get ourselves some... Well, we need 2 batteries, a bladderfish, some fiber mesh. We get the fiber mesh with creepvine samples. We can make lubricant. Let's make 1 and see what it does. We can make copper wire. Battery requires ribbon plant. We'll have to figure out what ribbon plant is. Oh, looks like it's lightning again. Thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening me. Well, we don't need any more silicone rubber for the time being. These don't seem to have a... they don't seem to be decaying the way I'm used to. So that's a bonus. I'm going to make up a bunch of lubricant just to have it on hand so I don't have to go do it later. Even if they aren't like... Even without there being things in the water that want to get you, there are just incomprehensibly gigantic things. And that is wrong on an intrinsic, fundamental level. Yeah, it's a very common thing, actually. Look up thalassophobia. I can't break the... There you go. Thank you. Alright, ribbon plant. Is this ribbon plant? Nope. Nope. Well, we know we needed some creepvine samples. Is this ribbon plant? No, it's rock. Cut creepvine with knife. Can do. Nope. Ah, have to right click.
New blueprint acquired.
How many? I need 2 creepvine samples per fiber mesh. I currently need 1. At least 1 fiber mesh. Oh, there's also the whole, like, threat of drowning part that bothers people. Well, Pathfinder 2 wants 5 creepvine samples. So we want to bring back 7, don't we? For now. We probably just want to bring back as many as we can carry. Because we're going to need ourselves some the other things at some point. First aid kits? Yeah.
Oxygen.
Yeah. Stop nagging. Alright, well that's not ribbon plant. What is? What are you? I need a scanner just so that I can figure out what this thing is. Looks like the rabbit ray. Kinda. It's presumably this game's rabbit ray. Bit of fiber mesh. Lets us make ourselves a O2 tank. We're getting places now. New blueprint synthesized. Neat. We can make beacons now. So we can leave a reminder of, hey, this is where we have been. We want some silicone rubber. That's a loud noise. We gotta go find those ribbon plants, don't we? And grab some fishies while we're out there. Alright, well, I guess really it's pick a direction. Let's go that way. That way's got some down to it. Pick up some more quartz. What are you? Sea glide fragment. Yep, I do want my sea glide. I want my Scooty Puff. That looks like ribbon plant. Yep. Sweet. We needed at least those 2. Found in caves, huh? Ooh, bladderfish. Come here. We're gonna need you. Looks like it's getting dark. There's a couple more ribbon plants. Maybe read about it? No. That takes away a lot of the fun for me. Part of these games is, like, especially this one in particular, Subnautica series, it's all about the exploration.
Oxygen.
I mean, so far it's, oh, that makes more sense. Yeah, that'd probably work. Wiring kit, computer chip. So far, it's, you know, it's Subnautica. It's good. Light levels have reached the FBIS range. This is why Finn watches me play this game, because playing it themselves would be some sort of strange torture. Alright, one scanner. We need some crystalline sulfur to make the repair tool. We need some glass to make a flashlight. We probably want both of those. I definitely remember the flashlight being very useful. Is there any personal equipment we can have that we don't? Air pumps. I have never found air pumps that great. Maybe they're better now. Maybe I should plan on making use of them. We'll see. For the time being, though, it's time to get out there and scan some fragments and cook up more food. No, don't cook the bladderfish. Oops. A flashlight makes it easier to count the teeth approaching in the dark. Nice. Ooh, these harm your health? To eat? Interesting. Never eat the antennae. Ha 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 ha. And a scanning we will go. Ooh. I've always loved the skybox in this game. These games. Unsurprisingly, the that is out of range. You are a pinacarid. Indigenous life form. Intelligent and curious creature with hunt and forests below the waterline, but returns to the surface to breed. Eats small fish, may be hand-fed, shows taming potential. Well, we should definitely get on taming one of those once we have easy access to a reliable food supply. But not before. Creepvines, violet bows. Man, so cool.
30 seconds.
Poof.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
Robin,
Signal.
wants to sit rep.
I'm cold, I lost all my gear, and I'm no wiser to what's going on. But I'm alive.
I can't authorize another drop. Hold on. There's an emergency cache. Hasn't been touched since the scouts landed 6 months ago. Could be useful.
Send me the coords.
On your HUD.
Hooray! Direction! $500-meter swim. I'd really rather have a sea glide before I do that. But I'm not going to be able to find that before... Oh! It is conveniently dawn. If I wait just a little bit longer, I'll be able to actually, like, find what I'm looking for. Yep. Only cook when you're about to eat them. Same as before. Don't waste food. It goes bad too quickly. Definitely remember sufficient quantities of quartz being a bit of a stumbling block.
30 seconds.
Ah, it's my guy, the eye.
New creature discovered. Oxygen.
Yeah. Alright, we've got some stuff stashed. We've got our inventory empty. I'd really like to fill up my water before we go. So let's grab a couple bladderfish. One more grav trap fragment, and we'll be able to do a little bit less hunting by hand. A little bit more shopping at the local grav trap. There, that gives us a couple of bladderfish. There we go.
New blueprint acquired.
Battery, copper ore, titanium. I can do that. Not even particularly expensive. And hopefully there'll be batteries in the survival cache that we're going to. Luckily water doesn't go bad. Non-vegetarian water. Yep, perfect. And we'll release that right over here, where a whole bunch of fishies like to come through. So that we have basically a larder waiting for us. Alright. We're off to the emergency supply cache, and we shall scan what we find along the way. Like that. Oh, they still do the 2 titanium for thing that you've already scanned.
30 seconds.
There's a sea moth fragment. Non-ethically sourced water. Exactly, Hidanolith, exactly. Two sea glide fragments. Ah, we're almost there. That's a lot of down. Anybody else want to see what's in the a lot of down? We're a different person, Darkwing. In a different survival circumstance. Bloodroot. Sorry, Finn. Neat. Bloodroot is related to Bloodvine. I remember that stuff from the first game. Boy, this looks an awful lot like Lost River. Breakable gold outcrop. I'll take some gold, sure. Silver.
30 seconds. Oxygen.
Now I want to explore the down while I've got daylight. And collect the silver and gold that I can. We're not going to go too deep, though. Generic bowl. We've found a placeholder name. Is anyone else disoriented? Which way was in again? Alright, I think we've done all we can here.
30 seconds.
Yes, I was joking. That was primarily for the benefit of Finn.
Oxygen.
Because I like to torture people. Some salt. Take that. We might need it later. Ooh, you know, I'm not okay with swimming underneath this glacier. Like, that's scary. There are tons above us and below us, and it's bad. Okay, good. There's some water up there. Ooh, data box. High capacity O2 tank. Nice.
New blueprint acquired.
That's it?
30 seconds.
Sigh. Oh, look, another whole lot of down. Hi, what are you? Precursor bounty. Cool. The thought, the claustrophobia of potentially being crushed between the glacier and the seabed, which is ridiculous. But also, oh, what are they called? They're like veins of flash freeze. Like brine freezes or something like that. That go from the glacier to the seabed when a bunch of super cooled water suddenly get nucleates. Oh my god, it's a mega peeper. Ow. Symbiote? That can't be okay. Yeah, that reminds me of the giant sunfish that exists in the real world. Symbiote. Small, fast predator which nests inside the hull of the Titan hullfish and defends them at all costs. Feed mostly on overconfident predators which attack the Titan hullfish. Expend huge energy reserves to move quickly and strike their targets. The symbiote is dependent on receiving additional warmth and oxygen from the Titan hullfish. They lay their eggs inside of the gills of the Titan hullfish. The waste left behind is absorbed by the Titan, constituting all the nutrients it needs to survive. crazy. And the Titan wholefish, large docile or herbivore which emits oxygen. Slow, stupid, and delicious. Ah. That would be amazing, Darkwing. But I don't think it's going to work that way. Yeah, the mola mola, the giant ocean sunfish. That's what it reminds me of. If I could tame the symbiote. Complex gills line the inside of the pole, drawing cold water in, emitting warm, oxygen-rich water in its place. Migrates more or less at random, feeding from nutrients deposited by the symbiotes. It has evolved entirely beyond basic survival mechanisms like speed, intelligence, or hunting. It exists in a semi-permanent state of unreflective calm, swimming forward on impulse, fully trusting the complex ecosystem which supports it. Yep, that is exactly like the mola mola. Those things are like they're a giant fish that survives by outbreeding the rate that they die. It's kind of nuts. Penguin! God, those things are cute. Bird-like creatures hunt small fish below the water, huddles in packs on the ice above, consumes small prey fish, and regurgitates them before its young. Retractable, detachable, luminescent tail for fast evasion of predators. Sharp teeth concealed inside the beak are defensive, used to tear chunks out of aggressors. Huddles in packs on the surface for protection against the cold. Assessment: less cuddly than they look. I approve. Anyway, someone thought that there might be more to that survival cache. So let's go poke at it again. Dana linked why I hate the sunfish. World's largest bony fish, weighing up to 5,000 pounds, and since they have very little girth, that just makes them these absolutely giant dinner plates that God must have accidentally dropped while washing dishes one day and shrugged his shoulders at because no one would have imagined how this would happen. And with no purpose, every pound of that is a wasted pound, and every foot of it is wasted space. Yep, I'll read that thread in more detail later. That is exactly the kind of humor that I'll enjoy. Yes, you probably have. The mola molas are basically defenseless. Yeah, I can't actually access the interior of this cargo container, which is why I just bailed out. Alright, so time for us to head back, I suppose. Let's gather what resources we need to make a high-capacity O2 tank on our way. Just cuz. What? But I'm nowhere near I'm nowhere near your whole fish. Leave me alone. Jerk. Ooh, sparkly. We need titanium, silver, 2 glass. Oh, good. We're basically already done collecting the materials. Alright. Whoop. Oh, I'm sure there's more stuff to scan here and there. Oh, in fact, it wants me to scan the creepvine seed cluster. We could build ourselves a habitat fabricator, but right now I don't feel a drive to do so. Like, the story is not pushing me in the direction of we're going to be stuck like this permanently. Because we've still got that space station up there. Yes, that is the first thing you should do with a flashlight. Point it directly at your face. It's a more common reaction than you'd expect. There we go. Last sea glide fragment. Now we can make ourselves a Floaty Puff Jr. No, Mola-Molas are not even useful for that. Like, their primary reason for existence, I'm pretty certain, if you have to, like, find a reason for them to exist, is to provide food for predators. Encyclopedia entry. Generic ribbon. Scoop all them up. We're going to need extra batteries eventually.
Oxygen.
Those tentacly things in the night certainly end up looking ominous, don't they? Meh. More titanium than we will ever need in this game anyway. Okay. You know what we should do? Like, we're going to need a secondary base, aren't we? So we should start working towards getting our habitat tool together. Someone's got to rebuild the facility that got destroyed. Hooray, better O2 tank. So what do we need for that? Oh, hey, actually, we can build the repair tool, but not the other. We need crystalline sulfur. Do we have an entry for that stuff? I like to get rid of the things. Yep, early access is. Yeah, I've got nothing on where we might find sulfur. Though that one zone that had all of the, it was like full of yellow, kinda, wasn't it? That might be a source of sulfur. And it's a different biome, so it's worth checking out. Alright, we've got a hoopfish, a bladderfish, and an eye. We're gonna make ourselves some water. And we will cook up the eye. No. No, I'll find it. Gotta explore. It's part of the fun. Thank you for offering, though. I do appreciate that. Cook up the hoopfish, too. Yep, perfect. Okay. What else can we do? Well, we can build ourselves a sea glide. Gonna need a battery, some lubricant, copper wire, titanium. I think I've got everything I need for that. A couple of you, bunch of you, bit of lubricant, some titanium. That'll do it. Copper wire, battery, sea glide. Hooray! And we'll probably need to make some extra batteries at some point, but For now, we'll equip the Sea Glide in the place of the knife. We'll bring the Pathfinder tool with us, though I'm not certain we're going to be using it. You know what? We can carry 2 extra batteries just in case. Oh, that was gold, not copper. We don't need gold yet. I always want to have 1 extra battery when I'm using the Scooty Puff to get around, so that I can make my way back without issue. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Oh, we got salt. And a lot of down.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
A lot of down. Lots of silver and gold in here. At least those won't be rare. Hello. That's something interesting. One, we got the laser cutter fragments, which is pretty sweet. That was not as much of a replenishment as I had hoped. Oh, I thought those would be a thing that I could scan.
Oxygen.
I don't have the rebreather yet, no. I don't even have the recipe, the blueprint for the rebreather yet. Well, if we went that deep and we didn't find any sulfur, that's probably not where I need to be looking. I'm a little concerned about the sudden change in biome.
I've got a lead for you. An alien sanctuary in the twisty bridges, 200 meters down.
I need to go back to the research site.
I can't let you.
Why not?
Boss's orders. We're trying to keep you alive.
Only because salaries cost less than lawsuits.
Is that cynicism making you friends down there?
Sure. They're just not human.
The files are on your databank. Do as you please, just tell me what you find. And don't get me into trouble.
Alright, we'll read those over when we get back up above. Oop. Bone shark. Figure running into them was inevitable. But that also means we've got some volcanic vents around here, and I imagine that we might be able to find sulfur in the area. Ooh, look at the weird crab thing. Maybe not then. What are you? A rock puncher. Can you get to punch a bone shark for me? That'd be cool. No, Mr. Shark, I'm not delicious. Yeah, it's pretty neat. Ooh, we've got something here. Diamond. Alright. That's not what I was looking for, but I'll take it. No, Mr. Bone Shark, I'm not delicious. I promise. I promise. A lot of floaty bits that aren't quite... Ooh, lead. Hey! Thanks for the follow, Derp Man. Wouldn't that be cool? Get a creature to do the mining for us. It did seem that way, Hadanilith. The number of things you hate approaches everything. We're not into the wide open ocean quite yet. We're still hanging out around shallows. They're just not as safe as the shallows that we might prefer. Limestone, silver. Some of them are actually properly attached to the terrain, but a whole bunch of them seem to be floating just a little bit away from the terrain. Alright, well this doesn't look like the right biome for sulfur either, unless it's in a cave. I haven't seen any caves over here just yet. I could try up on land. You know, that was my first thought too.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
But I didn't find any in the underwater river looking place. Oh, hey, look at that. I found a thing. We're gonna go to the thing. Little underwater base here for us. Which we can't go in. Oh, it is flooded. It's flooded and seemingly currently empty. This is like a story thing for later. Oop. Very important to learn how to make a desk. Totally worth the trip.
Blueprint acquired.
We can now make desks. But yeah, the crash fish from the first one is why I was thinking probably in a cave.
Seconds.
So yeah, this is pretty good. The only downside is the full story isn't in place yet and not everything's implemented yet.
Oxygen.
And honestly, I can highly recommend picking this up and not playing it until like September. Another precursor thingy. Get all those scanned. Maybe actually collect a bit of a bonus. Or ever, in your case. Maybe don't buy it if you're never going to play it. Or, you know, do. I'm not the boss of you. Unknown and unlikely. Looks like we're swimming through a giant icy throat. Surface for a moment, get some air, and continue on. Ooh, hello, cave. Oh. I am disappointed. Alright, I think we need to return to base, restock on food and liquid. And then... this is where we came in. Then we can check into wherever it is they're trying to push us towards, story-wise. That was a rock. Looked like a place you could surface. Well, we had a nice little explore there. Checked around the base. Pretty wide loop. Found some interesting biomes and resources. Still no sulfur, though. Had a scan pop up. Oh, because there's a sea glide fragment there. I find this game very meditative. Until the terror starts. Then I mostly find it a lot of screaming. Then again, we don't even know if there are any Leviathans in this. Maybe we're fine. Maybe those are only in the original area. And not a thing that we have to worry about out here. And if you believe that, I've got a bridge to sell you. That startled me.
New creature discovered.
Ooh, an Arctic peeper. Nice. We should see if we can feed the fishies over here. Where'd they go? There's one. Maybe you can only... oh, oops. It won't let me feed it to him. Oh, never mind. He is actually eating it out of my hand. now I'm almost out of food. Come here. Cold and spongy. Yeah, weather's weird right now.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Okay, so, files around your databank. What? Alien Sanctuary and the Twisty Bridges. Sanctuary Zero location data. Discovered some months ago, operating on low power. All attempts to access the facility failed. Located in the so-called Twisty Bridges, an area dense with macroflora reaching 100 to 300 meters in depth. Fast growth of the tubular organic bridges throughout the area prevents a permanent route to the facility from being established. Can be located at a depth of 200 meters, and contractors are advised to use visual reference to locate a viable path. Alien architects constructed multiple sanctuary facilities around 4546B. Their purpose was to store and preserve the aliens' mental states for later retrieval in case of emergency. While many individuals fled to these sanctuaries when the Kara contagion was released, most succumbed before they could reach one. Of those sanctuaries we have gained access to, none have contained a viable alien consciousness, and it is further unclear what sense could be made of the data if they had. Okay. Yay, bone sharks. Rock punchers. Large crustacean that feeds on tiny larvae excavated from coral and rock with its powerful punching arms. Vulnerable only to Leviathan-class predators, which definitely don't exist in this area, right? Right? Yeah, we're safe, right? Basically. Ah, crud. All right. We are getting to the point where, you know, the crystalline sulfur actually wouldn't be that much of a help. It's just the repair tool. It'd be a new resource, sure. But so what? Yes, there is some species of penguin alike. I think they're called penguins. Instead of penguin, it's penguin. Apparently these are not meant for standing on. But they're pretty cute. They like pogo about. Well, they're cute. They're like koalas. They're cute until they open their mouths. I can grab the baby penguins? You know, even if I can cook them, I can't. Pengling. That's adorable. Ow. To be fair, I did pick up its child. I would have bit me too. Drive-by oxygen siphoning. Ooh, what's that? See something large off in the distance. Oh, you know what? That's the horizon. Oof, everything's getting very weird over here. I think I want to see moth before I go there. Exclusively of fish and large, curious omnivores. Nice. What the heck? Crash fish. Figured as much. Weird that you're there. Like, up there. Shouldn't you be in the water? Still, there's one up there. There ought to be more somewhere. Yeah, that's how he got sulfur the first time around, too, was
100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
from crash fish. Orient myself by that one beacon. It's very blue out here. Still fairly shallow, though. There we go. Fantastic. Found a whole bunch of them, apparently. Well, now we've got a couple of sulfur. We can make a repair tool. Not that that helps us yet. So yeah, they want us to go down into the twisty bridges. But we're exploring here first. These underwater canyons are cool.
100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Really rather have the rebreather before we go way down there. Yeah, we'll go make it. Just in case. Maybe it'll help. They seem to have collected all of the readily available resources. Boy, that's a lot of lightning. Let's stay under here with the bone sharks where it's safe. For certain values of safe. Ah! Freaking burrowing bone shark. That's not okay. There's no wreckage for us to for us to go find, so that's not an option. Oh dear. Oh good, we got away from it. Ooh. Strange new flora. And survival cache. One that we haven't been directed to. Which didn't teach us anything new. Blast it. Ooh, table coral. Need this stuff for CPUs, I believe, if I remember correctly. Darn. I wonder if that's the twisty bridges.
30 seconds.
You look new and unfriendly.
Oxygen.
Brute shark. Definitely big. Not particularly hostile. Seems more interested in the fish than us. A lot of teeth. Real big teeth. No spoilers, please. I have every intention of exploring fully. Like, tips on how to use my current resources, that's one thing. Go here to find things, that's not... I really want to explore. I had so much fun with that the first time. Oh yeah, it's like 300 meters directly away from my front door. Amazing. Oh. When did I get this blueprint? Cool. Fiber mesh and a wiring kit. Let's get on that. Wiring kit needs 2 silver. And the fiber mesh requires more creepvine samples than we have. Yep, so let's go get another creepvine sample. Yeah, it must have came from that, you're right, that container. Whack. Current battery's at 57%. I've got another fully charged one. We've got one depleted one in storage, and the rest are fine. Hooray, rebreather. Almost tempted to build myself some air pumps for exploring the twisty bridges, but I think we'll be fine without them. Now let's just deposit resources. Right. We were going to build the repair tool. Got every other tool. We haven't finished researching the laser cuddle. We need silicone rubber and titanium. We don't have any rubber on hand. We've got one seed cluster. Let's go get another. There. Or not. Guess they haven't regrown. Here we go. And away we go. Yeah, life is flourishing. We definitely fixed things in the original Subnautica. Oh, I guess, you know what? I'm sure I'll use the silicone rubber later. Put you away, put you away. Time to visit the pantry. Which seems to have become the favorite feeding stop of these creatures over here. Meaning I'm not getting much out of it anymore. Which is hilarious, but also annoying. Be nice if I could scan things in my inventory. Anyway, that should be more than enough food and water for now. Put the grav trap away. No. I don't have enough inventory space to put the grav trap away, so we'll carry it with us. Until later. I can, but I never bothered with them in the original Subnautica, and I probably won't in this one either. Alright, we've got an awful lot of, like the peeper from the first game, but Arctic. Help me. Joking, I love my job. It's early access. Yeah, I hope you're enjoying the game. I love it. That is amazing. Where were we? We were moving about 300 meters this way and checking underneath. Down into the twisty bridges. Ooh. Yes, but they, if it's like the first game, they don't, decay when they haven't been cooked yet. So I stock up and keep them live and cook them on an as-needed basis. Have I scanned the oxygen plant? You know, I don't think I have. This must be where I got the rebreather. 170 meters down. I actually can't scan the oxygen plant. Oversight that.
We've got you on GPS.
Aha.
You're close to the sanctuary. Do you see anything?
Some alien structures dotted about. I'll see where they lead.
Scan the precursor technology. Oof. Graphical hitches as we load more terrain into memory. Definitely some cool terrain under here. I should probably not spend too long sightseeing, though. Oh, it is early access, yes, but also the full game of the original Subnautica was never very high performance. If you can, you need to put it down before you start swimming around. Also, they don't hurt nearly as much this time. Alright, well, there's the precursor facility. Cool. Good. We now know that we have easy access to water, oxygen when we want it. Okay.
30 seconds.
The use of subharmonics to make ultra creepy happen here is a... Huh.
Robin Goodall. Concede.
I come in peace.
Absence of hostility. Sufficient.
Are you alive? Or a computer?
What is the difference?
I want to meet the people who built this place. What do you want?
For you to stay here.
With you?
Forever.
Why?
Your masters will seek to harness my power.
You've met Altera then?
It is what we would do.
People will come for me.
They will also stay here. That is all.
I waited my life for this. I'm not your enemy. Hello?
Cool. We've got a first contact scenario slowly developing. Zorchi. No, I don't think that it's lonely. I think that it just knows that if it doesn't keep all of the humans here, then they're going to attempt to dismantle it and make use of it. Okay. Unassailable tiny lip. Terrain glitches, yay! Whoa, look at the cube.
Turn back. Now.
What is this room for?
Do not touch anything. You would not understand.
Oh, I like her. What is this room for? What does this button do? Basically, and because they don't have the full storyline and the additions for this game specifically done yet, they want to, so they're going to be using early access for bug testing, community feedback, and polishing. Like, they've got the base, and also for, like, gathering capital while they create the rest of the content. I guess we should put our hand into the big glowy thing.
Data must be flushed to an empty storage vessel. Searching. Storage vessel found. Commencing download.
Crap. Apparently we are an empty storage vessel. Yeah, it was Grimtides.
You have no concept for what has just occurred.
Oh, I know it hurt. What happened?
Download capacity was identified in your cerebral cortex.
You're in my head?
It is uncomfortable. Return me.
Release the force fields first.
Return me, or I will destroy your orbital station.
Why not do it now?
My survival chance increases if I do not draw attention.
I don't think you have the power. I think you're scared.
Then I will destroy you. I am experiencing technical difficulties. Do not move. Do not move. Errors. Hibernating.
I didn't mean to scare you. What is happening?
Great, we've got an AI in our head now. an alien AI that wants to destroy us. Also, what's that? A supply drop. Okay. Name it Bob. Why Bob? Well, it's not a very, you know, dignified name for the ancient precursor alien, now is it? All right, so it seems to be Bob. Well, that wasn't worth it. Also, I don't think that the actual, like, effects of heat and cold are in the game yet. Because besides a brief reference near the beginning of "Don't stand in the wind for more than more than a few minutes, or you might die of hypothermia," there have been no mentions of heat. Alright, so we've got a bob in our head now. Oh yeah, it's probably near freezing. We've got a whole bunch of resources.
Did you make it inside the sanctuary?
Yep.
Anything unusual?
Like what?
We're getting odd readings from your biometrics.
Malfunction, maybe?
I want to make sure. We're sending down a disposable bioscanner. Take a sample and send it up in the cargo rocket.
Okay. I'm on it.
Okay, then. We are hiding the fact that we have a bob in our head.
Hey, you in there. We're in trouble.
If you send a sample, your masters will come for us.
They'll do the same if I don't.
Return me to the sanctuary.
So you can trap me again? No.
Then I will mask my presence. Initiate the scan.
Ooh, cool. Oh. Well, that's not what I needed. There. That's what I needed. Fine so far. Like, the fact that you can, like, all of these colors are relatively distinct except the first two. And that's for my particular brand of color blindness, which is as individual as you can imagine. One bioscanner. Probably about to be very glad I made the supply rocket. I mean, made the repair tool.
Sam, I've got the sample. Looks normal.
Okay, good. Send it up ASAP. The cargo rocket should be on your HUD.
Will do.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
Excellent. Cargo rocket find. Our battery's getting low. We've got a replacement. Yeah, that'll be fine. It'll get us there and back at least. Well, so far, we don't think that we're staying here long term. I mean, we've got that space station up above us, right? Straight through Bone Shark territory. Hello, Bone Shark. Aren't you cute? Isn't there supposed to be a rocket over here? Very lightning-y. Yes, let's climb up the mountain in the middle of the thunderstorm. Brilliant. Oh, I don't think so, Hidanolith. I seem to be finding a breadcrumb trail that's leading me somewhere. See? Look at that. We've got an outpost. I don't know why it keeps splashing like that. I mean, there was exploring the land in the first game, too.
New blueprint acquired. New blueprint acquired. New blueprint acquired.
I hope that they make it so that the coffee machine actually produces coffee.
New blueprint acquired. New blueprint acquired.
It's like a form of, oh, wait. Ha ha ha. Coffee Americano. Real Italian espresso diluted with tasteless American water. That's terrible. But yeah, there's definitely like a body heat plus thing on that it doesn't do anything yet. So it'll be something we have to care about eventually.
New blueprint acquired. New blueprint acquired.
Scanning all of the things.
New blueprint acquired.
Well, I can actually sit on the chairs instead of just spin them.
New blueprint acquired.
Doesn't seem to want to let me climb. Emerald Onyx. Thank you for the follow. But a skin must be slightly different.
New blueprint
Right.
acquired.
It has a bit of a different skin to it. That was explosion-rific. It doesn't look like there's anything up in the observatory. I wonder if there's fall damage. It wasn't the first one. No, it definitely is. That particular ladder might just be slightly bugged, or it could be an issue with the character model. Lots of potential issues. Ah, there's the cargo rocket. Fantastic. Great. Can I scan this guy? No? Okay. Pout. It's almost the same as the escape rocket from the original. Rocket needs repair. Rocket repaired. Waiting for cargo. Looks like it goes into the center area. Over there. Go! No? Oh, there we go.
Payload inbound, Vesper.
Understood. If anything's wrong, we'll come get you. Hey, why not take a couple days R&R up here anyway?
Why don't you take a jaunt down here? Remind yourself that life comes in colors besides white, off-white, and grey.
Temperatures below zero. No thanks.
Ah, title call.
To death. If you're staying on the ice, you'll need transport.
You're trusting me with a snow fox.
If I can find a version of the truth that authorizes it.
You're amazing. If you're listening, Altera, she's amazing. Promote this person.
Sorry, you're breaking up.
Love you! Now what?
Ah, these two amuse me. Alright, well, I guess that takes care of that for now. Let's slide our way down the mountain. And back into the water. See you later, Finn. We still can't make the habitat builder. These are definitely a stand-in for some of the body heat mechanics for later. Which I'm weirdly looking forward to needing to deal with. Random exploration. That's what now what. Alright. Well, I found a couple of things. One, we found stalkers. What the heck? That is so weird. Oh, look, rabbit ray. They were in the first game. Come back, come back. I'm not done scanning you. That was also in the first game. Ow. Thank you, Mr. Stalker. See you later. Thanks for hanging out. I just... giant...
Oh, hi.
lily pad.
Altera was listening. I covered our ass. And she's my sister, not my master.
You do not trust your sister.
Are you? Can you read my thoughts?
Don't you must think.
Listen, I am thrilled to meet you, and I would love to help you, but you need to get out of my head.
If you will not return me, you must release me to another vessel.
Love it. How?
I am uncertain. Your brain is restricted. I will inform you when I process the data.
I'll keep Altera off our backs till then.
You were more polite when we met.
Yeah. Process that.
I will try.
Weird. Ah! I don't know what it was, but it was giant. And we're gonna run away and hope it doesn't eat us. Well, on that bit of terror, I tapped at the stream. Go back? But... Can I get a vehicle first? Sigh. It was near that thing. I still have trauma from the friggin' Reapers. I'm not sure I trust you. I am filled with regrets. Though, to be fair, it didn't make a giant scary noise when we got nearby, so that's something in its favor. Regrets and coffee, yes. Oh! Oh! Okay. I did not give it enough time to actually resolve. I heard about these. glow whale. Certainly like these more than the reefbacks. The reefbacks, I don't know, just that their cries, like, added up to terror for me. We can ride the glow whale. You can probably hold its breath a lot longer than we can, though. Oh, there's a little pod of them. Neat. Or at least there's more than one in the area. Nope, this is giving me a lot of anxiety right now. Oh, hey, my oxygen's not moving while I'm riding the glow whale. Interesting. Yeah, I'm really excited about the glow whales and some of the other things that are coming. I guess we're going down now. Well, this is one way to explore. Are we actually, like, safe? We're safe-ish. We can't drown. Bye! Thanks for hanging out. Okay. Cool. Very cool. It seems like the stalkers are trying to... No, I'm not controlling it. I have absolutely no control. But I also seem to be safe from stalkers and from suffocation. However, starvation and dehydration are another matter. Welcome to the crew, white fat dude. The opposite of our protagonist this time around. Who is a skinny brown chick. Alright. To the surface.
Contractor Goodall, come in.
Why are you being cute?
I have the CEO on the line.
Goodall, this biosample you sent us, it bears no resemblance to your biometrics.
I think
And the alien facility, it spoke your name?
that's...
What is happening down there, Goodall? I would ask your colleague, only he disappeared. Silence! Where is the other one?
Here, sir.
If you mean to make Vice President manage your people.
Yes, sir.
What is this, Big Queen? I said senor.
Sir, if I could just...
He's gone.
Sam, I'm sorry.
I've been stuck in middle management since I graduated.
I know. I'll try harder.
I have to go.
Well then.
New blueprint acquired.
Ooh, new blueprint. I don't know, seemed kind of standard for, like, ultra-capitalism, you know? Didn't want that table coral anyway. I desperately wanted that table coral. And I'm lying to make myself feel better. Alright. What if we got stalkers? Cool. The rabbit ray? Also cool. The glow whale is technically a leviathan. Placeholder. Robin, you might be down there on your own for a while. I'm sending down a builder tool so you can make yourself a home. Cute. We have definitely hit the end of everything then. Multi-purpose room, plant shelf, bunch of miscellaneous decorative things we can build. We can't actually build ourselves the building tool. We can make aerogel though, once we get rubies. Oop, here we go. Good old family archived voice log part 1.
Vesper calling all contractors planetside. Has updated mission objectives. Please study your individual briefings. Remember, failure to deliver on objectives will result in payment deductions and/or your removal from the planet. Be safe.
Oh, well, you probably should have sent this, early. Oh, never mind. Search and rescue for J. Jeffries. Vesper's orbital sensor scanning for missile crew. Dive suit found abandoned near cargo rocket 0 sector. GPS analysis indicates a trajectory towards Deep Sea Station Kappa. Find your colleague. Leviathan Genetic Research Program. Genetic samples from deceased Leviathan research specimen requested. Due to recent ice flow, its position is unknown. Okay, so it gives us a bunch of pointers towards things we can try for. Which is kind of neat. So there's stuff. But we also seem to have reached the end of the scripted content. And a whole bunch more needs to come back. Oh, there's no compass yet? I mean, that was in the first game, though. I kind of expected, like, the vehicles and the compass would be available. Aerogel wants 1 gel sack. I don't remember needing more than 3 last time around. But who knows this time around? There's a whole bunch of things we just might just not have at all yet. Alright. Well, nothing else we can go check on those goodies. Let's see. The old Subnautica. That's one way to put it. Alright, what have we here? A habitat builder. Fantastic.
New blueprint acquired.
Ooh, and we get the scanner room with it. Nice. Go away, brute shark. I'm not a fish.
30 seconds.
I think it might be under the ground. That's a problem. Bit of bug that. Perhaps, Sedanolith. Perhaps.
Processing is complete. You will build me a new vessel.
Ooh.
How? What kind of vessel?
I have not granted you permissions for that information.
I can't help you if you don't tell me.
Which data formats do you accept?
Words, mostly?
I have added the information to your data lake.
Thank you. Listen, I need something to call you.
We do not use words that way.
I used to have a pet barwol. I called him Ketchup. Don't make me name you two.
I append my seed code to the species designation. You may call me Al-An.
I waited my whole life to meet a spacefaring alien. You're telling me your name is Alan?
Is it insufficient?
No, Alan. It's perfect. Let me see about that vessel.
And we have reached the end of the first bit of early access, and from here on in, everything seems fairly broken. My kind navigates space-time in conjunction with biomechanical vessels, altered and evolved over time to serve our needs. In case of disaster, we can download our data patterns from the current vessel to a sanctuary site for later retrieval. Storage in this fashion is safe, provided consistent power supply. However, the unique perspective and traits which arose from the interplay with the original vessel are lost. It is likely a factory reset. It is recommended that they be restored to a freshly constructed, compatible vessel as soon as possible. Such hollow vessels may be fast-grown from seed at an appropriate facility using specialized blueprints and materials. Addendum. I believe that you became impolite because I threatened you. Oh, that's amazing. Okay, so we've got a ton of shelter blueprints now. Scanner room stuff. Yep. Hatches, windows, reinforcements, solar panel, wall lockers, ladders. But I think that we're going to call it there. We're going to check back in on this in 6 weeks when the next update hits. This has been fun. I'm going to go make dinner. And with any luck, assuming that I'm not down a deep, dark depression hole of wanting to, you know, off myself, the way I have been the past 3 weeks, I'll be back tomorrow, and maybe we'll play some Oxygen Not Included. Thanks for hanging out, and see you next time.